Yeah, you. Does your mother know you drive like that, or did she not raise you right? Hey, thanks for coming to check us out here today at New York Coturnix. We're running errands again, and I figured I'd have a quick chat with you guys on, ways that you can profit from raising quail. On top of, the self-sufficiency thing, of course, you can profit if you are so inclined from raising your quail. There's a few ways to do this. Before we even begin, I want to say thank you guys for the support that you've shown so far over these last few months on the channel. We're a little bit past half a year, and you guys have shown a lot of support, so thank you to all of you guys, subscribers or not. If you've come to watch the videos, you're the best. I want you to leave a like for the video, and of course subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell too, so you're notified anytime anything new happens on the channel. So let's get started. To name a few ways of making money or turning a profit from your quail. Of course, we're raising quail for meat and eggs, a lot of us. If that's the case, whatever you have surplus, whatever you have that you're not using can be sold instead of wasted, of course. If you have a bunch of eggs, for instance, you can sell these to whether, that be your friends and neighbors or local markets. It depends on where you are, what you're licensed to do, so on and so forth. Depending on where you are, of course, that will, and season, that will determine the price. I know here for eggs, for instance, I can get for a dozen about $1.25 to $1.50, depending on how many I'm selling. If I'm selling in a larger volume, I'd get about $1 per dozen. Whereas if I'm selling 18 eggs, usually I'll go for closer to $2 for the dozen and half. And the outlets that do sell these eggs, they will turn a profit at the end of the day, because I've gone back in the store and seen my dozen eggs sold for $3, straight from the store. So that is an avenue that you can explore. Of course, meat as well. If you have leftover meat, or extra meat, surplus meat that you budgeted out and you're not going to be using for the time period, you can sell this as well. Again, depending on your location and the time of year, the prices may vary. Also, depending upon what you're licensed to do. If you're selling them to your friends and neighbors or your family members or what have you, the prices can vary. I know during this time of year, if I process a full quail with the skin on, without spatchcocking it and just eviscerating it, I can get about $4 singularly for that bird. If I process and sell them by the batch, that price does go down, the more I sell. So let's say I sell 10, I'll get about $2.50 to $3 per bird. And that's to be expected when you're selling in volume. Those aren't the only ways that you can turn a profit. Of course, I've gone as far as to actually sell earrings that I've made from quail feathers. You go to Michael's, get your crafting supplies, you can make earrings, you can make whatever from your quail. Well, you can use quail eggs, you can use quail feathers. The quail eggs would have to be processed a certain way in order for you to make jewelry out of them, but of course that's an option. There's a lot of options. There are a lot of folks who will use the processed quail parts for dog and or cat food to feed their livestock. If you're processing a lot of quail at one time, you may be able to sell some of these entrails, feathers, heads, what have you, to folks who are interested in using these products for their feed. There's a market for that. Check out your Craigslist market, especially if you live in a rural area. You more than likely will have a market for this. Ask around with your neighbors and your friends in the area. You'd be surprised with what you come out with. I'm in an urban area, so I don't have a big market for that, but it is a thing. Now, also, if you happen to be an enterprising individual and use a turning signal, come on. Use your turning signals, people. You could do that for me. Do that for each other. Join the rest of society. Be useful. So anyway, if you are an enterprising individual, you can sell quail products. If you have a store set up online, blog, you know, that allows you to set up for a store. You can sell quail products online. You can buy them wholesale, whether they be waterers or feeders or whatever you have that you can find on wholesale or drop shipping websites. AliExpress, for instance. I got a bunch of quail egg scissors from there, and I do sell them on my website. I also have some t-shirts that I had produced, mass produced, not from a sweatshop, they were all local. Had these made, and I sell them on my website as well, along with the earrings that I mentioned earlier. All of these are actually ways that I've turned a profit, except for the entrails ways. Because I mean, I don't process enough quail at one time to have enough quail to, you know, sell to anybody for dog food or cat food or for feed of any sort. But it is one of those options. So, I'm gonna keep this video short. I'd like to thank you guys for coming to check us out here today at New York Coturnix. If you have any ways of profiting from raising quail that you want to share, please feel free to leave that in the comments. Also, just leave a comment for the video, and of course, subscribe to the channel for more. Hit that notification bell so you're notified in real time anytime anything new does happen on the channel. That's always appreciated. I'd like to thank you again for coming to check us out here today at New York Coturnix. Your continued support is always appreciated. We look forward to seeing you again. And as a special treat for my subscribers today, it's not really that special of a treat, I'm going to take you guys through the car wash with me. I'm going to show you how we take care of our cars and our undercarriages here in Buffalo, New York when the salt attacks. We do put salt all over the roads here, and of course that salt will eat your vehicle. So I'm going to go over here to the Delta Sonic, which is a local thing, and we're going to take care of that. I'm going to stop through the pre-spray first. And again, this is just the pre-spray part. All right, now I'm going to let them finish spraying the car. Knock all the loose dirt off. And then we're going to put our car in neutral. So now the track's in neutral, the car's in neutral. Well, the car is a tracks. The tracks is on the tracks. We're in neutral and we are going through the car wash. It smells really good in here. We are getting the works done. Tires polished, undercarriage scrub, car polished, wax, all that good stuff right inside of here. When I was a baby, this used to scare the absolute hell out of me. But I've come to love it as an adult. So while we're in here, just want to go ahead and say, make sure you leave a like for the video, subscribe to the channel for more, hit that notification bell because a lot of things happen on this channel. I want to make sure you're notified in real time. I enjoy the fact that you guys support me so much, and I want to say thank you again from New York Coturnix. I'm going to get right behind this Pathfinder, get the car dried off. The sign is moving by itself. Look at that. It says, please remain in vehicle. Yeah, until this sign comes to attack me.